Hello, everybody. Jason with Stronghold Collectibles here to do a quick FOC rundown of our FOC picks for the week of orders being due 12/8/2025. What is FOC? Final order cutoff. The date comics must be pre-ordered to guarantee that you get them. Orders after the FOC are not guaranteed. Comic shops may not order enough or any of the comics you want. Pre-order your comics and help yourself and your shop. Follow us on YouTube. If you are not yet following us, please subscribe and click the notification bell. Also, if you're not following us on Discord yet, please reach out for an invite. Here we go. Let's take a look at FOC picks. We're at strongholdcollectibles.com. And here are our picks for FOC. It's a small week, very little DC coming out, if any. I'm not sure. It might be a few, but mostly Marvel and a couple indie stuff. Amazing Spider-Man 20, Clayton Crane is continuing his run of variants across the Marvel line. And for one, I'm a fan. Also, we have a great Delato variant. And there have been Lee Bermejo covers coming out called Amazing Visions variant. We don't have a cover yet for this Amazing Spider-Man variant, but they've all been awesome. And with Bermejo, you know they're going to be great. Black Panther Intergalactic #2, another Clayton Crane variant. And Daredevil Punisher #3, The Devil's Trigger. Clayton Crane variant. Darth Vader and Son hardcover by Jeffrey Brown. Jeffrey Brown with his famous book, Batman and Robin and Howard, or Batman and Howard. Bringing his style to Star Wars here. Fantastic Four #7 with a Scotty Young cover. 5 Weapons trade paperback. This is a book by Jimmy Robinson. I believe it's the first time it's been collected. 5 Weapons is a Bullseye, says book list. In the cutthroat halls of an assassin academy, one boy who refuses to kill must prove that brains can beat blades. 13-year-old Tyler has a problem. He's a pacifist enrolled in a school for young assassins. His father is a legendary hitman, but worst of all, he has a secret that can get him killed. Tyler is optimistic because he has a unique weapon that nobody can beat. He has razor-sharp mind. 5 Weapons is an adventure that'll keep you guessing to the very end. Perfect for fans of Assassination Classroom, Spy X Family, Dead Class, Gotham Academy, and My Hero Academia. Issues 1 through 10 collected in one volume for the first time in the popular new 6x9 format. So it's going to be one of those compact editions, $14.99 for the entire series. Looks good to me. Then we have a Geiger cover, and this looks like it's a Wicked homage. Godzilla Heist, the collected edition. Infernal Hulk 2 getting a second print Dan Panosian cover. Inglorious X-Force, a new X-Force book. Excited about this. This is the Clayton Crane cover. Inglorious Vengeance, Cable returns from the future with a handful of clones and gaping holes in his memory. An assassination is at hand, and it's up to Helverine, Archangel, and his former teammate Boom Boom to follow Cable's lead into the fire. But who are they after, and what secret does Cable's faulty memory hide? Be here for the ground floor of the mystery and strap in for the most extreme thrill ride in Xdom as an all-new X-Force blazes into battle. Excited about the new X-Force. It could only be better if they added Cannonball. That was the Clayton Crane cover. Here is the Francesco Manna variant, the Jeff Shaw trading card variant, the Jason Burrows variant, and then here is the A cover. I think that's a fun team right there for Inglorious X-Force. Ninja High School, Ben Dunn's Antarctic Press, reaches issue number 200. Planet She-Hulk, it's a Clayton Crane variant. Raven Saga Volume 1, there's a hardcover or a trade paperback available to pick from. Perfect for fans of fairy tales and Studio Ghibli, this gorgeous, fantastic fantasy graphic novel adapted from the hit webtoon comic tells the story of a girl on an epic quest to rescue her grandmother in a world populated by fairy tale characters. It is $24 for the hardcover or $18.99 for the softcover. Those webtoon books have been very popular in shop. Rogue getting her new #1. If you haven't noticed yet, the Shadows of Tomorrow's in full fashion, which is the return of the X-Men from the Revelation event. So we've got Inglorious X-Force this week on FOC, and we have Rogue #1. We have the Girahiru. We have the Kevin Wada lyrics, which we know is going to be great, but we don't have the image yet. And then the A cover by DNA David Nakayama. And there's the Scotty Young, which we don't have art for yet. Star Trek Lore War Collected Edition, Star Wars Legends Legacy Omnibus Volume 1. Again, Jeffrey Brown taking his stab at the Star Wars universe with The Mandalorian and Child. The Beast King, Master of Medicines. This is another one that caught my attention. Great art style. The story of a Beast King intent on protecting monsters and his human companion. Dungeon diving is a way of life for adventurers seeking hidden riches and powerful monsters to defeat. Tina, a brash young explorer, is eager for glory, but her reckless pursuit of treasures leaves her gravely wounded. On the brink of death, she's stunned when a monster comes to her aid. Her savior is no ordinary creature. He is the fabled demon known as the Beast King Garon, still very much alive, despite legends of his demise. In exchange for saving her life, Garon makes one request. Tina must join him on his journey to heal wounded monsters. Buchanan adventurer raised to slay monsters, turned to heal them instead. Blood Brothers Mother, the Western epic from Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Risu from Distillery Press. Tomorrow Girl number 16 getting a Dave Stevens style homage cover. Transformers 28, what is going on here with RC and Ultra Magnus? Robert Kirkman killing it after taking over for Transformers. Dan Moore on art. The final issue of Ultimate Black Panther number 24, the Ultimate Finale variant. Ultimate Incursion Collected Edition, where Miles Morales visits the new Ultimate Universe. Wings of Fire, the newest volume, Volume 9 coming out. X-Men 24, again, part of the Shadows of Tomorrow, the return of X-Men. We've got the Clayton Crane Magic cover, a great Luciano Vecchio cover featuring Psylocke, a Vecchio trading card variant, and then the A cover here, Shadows of Tomorrow. X-Men of Apocalypse number 2, two great artist variants, one by Arthur Adams there, and one by Joe Madureira of Battle Chasers fame. What a great rendition of Blink. This one is, I'm not a big fan of the character, to be honest, but this art is incredible by Joshua Swady. Really, really cool pose and perspective of Mystique there. Very nice. And last but not least is X-Men, The Trial of Gambit Omnibus, one of the coolest Gambit stories. Joe Mad cover, $100 for that omnibus. Guys, thank y'all for joining us, for looking over our FOC picks. It's not a big week, but there's some cool stuff. Again, please subscribe to our YouTube, click that notification bell, and join our Discord if you're not part of it yet. Thank you very much, everybody.